And the advantage is also, if you're using reverse osmosis system, you can also use this one. I'm sure it's a common knowledge that the purer your water is, before you pass it to the reverse osmosis, the longer your membrane lasts. You know, so yeah, so this, you know, purifies your water to a certain level, you know, particularly removing all the mineral contaminants before you pass it through your reverse osmosis system. It gives you a cleaner water at the end of the day and preserves your membrane at the end of the day. So you have more product, more quality, you know, at the end of the day. Can we sorry, sir.
Can it be on top there?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Just take it out, so that we can. This container is not clean. You can see the water.
Can he pass this one?
Yeah.
Bring it.
Give it to the side. Okay, somebody's asking about the taste. Yes. If you look at the flyer that we gave to you, the description is there, how to use it. You dose with light chlorine. That chlorine will, you know, react with it and then break down all the contaminants that produce the odor. And of course, when you, after this initial filtration, when you pass it through the secondary filtration, where we expect you to have carbon, it totally eliminates the odor and then bring down the concentration of the chlorine in the water and make it acceptable.
Okay, sir, somebody is asking a question here.
Yes, please.
What comes if one feels his water does not have any problem?
If you feel your water does not have any problem,
Yeah.
well, it's up to you. If you feel it doesn't have any problem,
No taste, no smell.
it's up to you. If you feel it does not have any taste and you don't need to purify it to send it to the public, it's a personal decision. Yeah. Any other?
We used to have a sand.
Yes.
We used to have sand and what is the other one? And carbon. Where does this come?
Okay. If you look at this, if you look at the back of the flyer that you have, this media comes in at the primary. That's the first filtration. Okay. Normally you have two cylinders.
Yes.
You know, standard, you have 2 cylinders at least. So this Dmi-65 comes in the first media, sorry, in the first cylinder. So after the removal of the iron, manganese, and other mineral contaminants, you pass it through the sand media. We expect also the sand media to contain activated carbon. You know, if you are using this system, once you pass through this Dmi-65, you don't need any other product in the secondary media. That's in the second media. You don't need any other product except sand media and activated carbon. Praise the Lord. So the sand media is to further polish, and then the carbon is to remove the odor. And then if the concentration of the chlorine that you have dosed is high, the activated carbon will also handle that before any other treatment. Yes, sir.
This media, are we expected to put it in a separate tank?
Yes, separate tank. Yes, it has a separate tank. Once you put it there, you don't need any other media with it. Yes.
Now, it's supposed to be in a separate tank.
Yes.
But the tank may not be necessarily be as big as the other one. No, the tank we use is of different size. You have size 16,
yes,
you have
20, 24,
30, and
so yes.
So, this one now, I can see it's very effective, at least the way it treated of this water. Now, what is the, the media we buy now, it comes in average 8 kilograms.
We have a sample here. Can you bring?
Let's see the sample.
Yeah, we have a sample. The bag comes in 21 kg bag. 21 kg. This is the bag. 21 kg.
Almost like activated carbon.
Okay.
So how much ego this one?
Okay, for introductory price, we sell it at 35,000.
For association price,
Okay.
not introductory price. I don't like the word introductory. For association price.
Okay. For
How many of these are legally?
it depends on the sorry. Yeah. That's what I said. That you use this one. Normally, when you have two cylinders like this, like this, and the water is coming from here, the Dmi-65 should be in this cylinder. No, the first one. The first one. So this second cylinder, we expect that you don't add any other thing there except sand media and activated carbon. Of course, you normally when you have it, one runs from one to the other. That's all. The way you arrange your normal filtration, the same way, except that the first cylinder need to contain only Dmi-65 if iron and manganese is your major issue. Any other question?
Sorry, not all the water that need this thing.
Yes.
I want to ask a question.
Sorry, please, can we have one?
That's for only people that have
Like the way you explained it.
Yes.
What quantity? My question goes into.
Yes.
My question is in two parts.
Okay.
What quantity do you need to sustain your production for that 5 years time you're talking about? And another question is that does it mean a treatment plant that has an RO also needs this? Because when it comes to reverse osmosis, we all know it's meant to purify. And when you're talking about this one now, what does it do that the harrow has not done?
Okay, good
Then
question.
another thing,
Okay.
if we are talking about using it for the home, definitely the tank will come, the cylinder will come, it goes inside the cylinder and goes into your tank in the house, right?
Okay.
Where you don't have a treatment plant. In a situation whereby you are not using it for production, probably a home for home.
Okay. Let me start with the first question. How many, the quantity? If you look at this, the quantity will depend on the size of your cylinder. if your cylinder is 16 inches diameter by 4 feet, we expect that the volume that you pack here will be about 60 to 70 feet, 60 to 70 percent of the total volume. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. Okay, so that's the volume. It takes that care. So the volume depends on the size of your cylinder. Okay, the second one is you talked about reverse osmosis. It's a common knowledge that reverse osmosis is usually the final process in the water treatment if you have that system in your application. And then the membrane that services the reverse osmosis also has a lifespan. And the lifespan is affected by the volume and then quality. So if you use this product, if you have iron, it gives your reverse osmosis a cleaner water so that the membrane is not clogged, easily at the end of the day. I don't know whether it has answered your question. Okay, then you talk about the home. If you're using it in the home, one of the advantages of this one is that it does not necessarily require, the traditional type is that you have raw water coming from the borehole. It enters into a tank you call raw water tank for aeration. From that raw water tank, it goes through the filter. Then from the filter, it goes to the overhead tank. But the advantage of this one is that if you choose to apply this process, you may not require a raw water tank. Are you getting me? The water comes direct from the borehole, and passes through this system. From this system, it goes to your reservoir or your overhead tank for distribution. But we encourage that if you're applying that process, please make sure you drop chlorine along the line.
In the plant, right?
In the pipe before it goes into the vessel. Yes, you just keep dropping, dosing, or what you call dosing. Any other question? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My question is that does this have any effect on the pH level of the water? Because we have a standard to maintain. If your pH level is too low, you have to, put it off. Does this not have any effect on that pH level at the end of the day? And secondly, I don't know if it's of NAFDAC. I know we work with NAFDAC.
Yeah, the product is registered with NAFDAC. Okay? The product is duly registered with NAFDAC. If you want the registration, we can make it available on the platform. Okay? Then the pH level, this does not affect alone, except, of course, you know that when you add chlorine, it also adjusts the pH level naturally. So the chlorine that you dose, while will adjust the pH level, but this is not designed to boost your pH level or designed to reduce your pH level. I don't know whether
it's designed mainly for iron and magnesium.
Yes, mostly. That is what it's designed for. I don't want to tell you you can solve all your problem in water. No. Any other questions, sir? Sir.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Hello, house. Like some of us have said,